Hey guys, this is me, Rusty78609, somewhere in central Arizona, headed to Teal. I'm just driving and thinking, and it's 12:59. It's 72 degrees, elevation 7,000 feet. But what I was thinking about, one of the purposes of this trip for me was to try to decide if I really would want to go back to full-time RVing. In other words, get me a Class C, B, or whatever, or small little travel trailer, and go back on the road like I did for 20 years, which I did. I full-time RV'd for 20 years, and now I've got my RV parked under a cover, call it my home base, travel trailer, and I live in it, other than when I'm living in my Prius. So if you're interested in full-time RVing or just RVing or going camping in a car, check out my playlist on my channel homepage, Rusty78609. Just go to the channel homepage, click on playlist, and see what you want to watch. But anyway, I've had plenty of time, obviously, to do thinking, or a lot of thinking as I'm driving. And what I've thought about, and this is not going to be the longest video in the world, it'll be a few minutes. There are people that full-time RV or live in a car because they have to, right? In other words, they just don't have the money to live any other way. And they try to live as cheaply as possible by staying in Walmart, public lands, BLM, everywhere it's free camping. That's what they're doing. And you can get by very cheaply doing that. And if you enjoy it, it's a very good life. Do I want to do it? That's, it's interesting. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy the variety of it. I enjoy, I guess, the challenge of, getting organized, planning the trip, and trying to find a place to camp. But again, I'm 71. Everybody ought to know that by now. And I think about that a lot. Right now, I'm fine. My health's good. I crawl in and out of this bed in this Prius that I'm living in and have no problem whatever. But as far as wanting to go for months at a time, living in an RV or a Prius, I think for me would be, I don't think it's something I want to do now. I may not ever want to do it. I mean, I enjoy taking these little 7 to 20-day trips, whatever, just whenever I get the urge, and gets it out of my system, and I go back home and I just look at my little humble little home place, and I think how lucky I am to have that. But the difference between me is, and those that have to live on the road because they can live cheap, is I don't have to do it. Financially, I'm fine. I get a check coming in every month from Social Security, and it pays all the bills. I'm fine. I'm not trying to save money now, that's for sure. And as far as the wanderlust, like the adventure of going out into the different states and seeing stuff, I've seen it, most of it, a lot of it actually. And I volunteered at national parks. So I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that I'm getting older, and I'm not probably as tolerant of some things as I used to be, because as you get older, you kind of get, some people get a little grouchy. I don't know that I am, but maybe I am. But I do like to be able to find campsites that are decent. But again, I don't mind sleep like I slept at Walmart the other night. So, that's not a bad deal. But the point of the video is for you people that are planning on or thinking about selling your home or retiring and buying an RV of any type, and those of you that are thinking about going and living in your car, I highly recommend that you take some extended trips, 2 weeks or more, and see what it's like. And I think what you're going to find is, like me now, and even back when I was traveling full time, when you pull into a state park, a national park, a Bureau of Land Management site, or government land, if you go in there without a reserved site, then it's like winning the lottery if you get a decent spot or not. They might be full. Sometimes you'll pull up to the campground, there'll be a sign there, full. I've seen that many times, particularly in the summertime. So, and that's really frustrating, particularly after you've driven for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, or maybe more for some of you. You're ready to hit the hay, and nothing's there. And then the other side is, you can make reservations, and a lot of people do that. But all the reservation systems charge a fee. So in addition to the campground fee, which they're going up because they're getting so busy, then you're going to be spending, particularly if you're in an RV and you want any kind of hookups, you're going to be spending at least $600 a month and up. If you're staying in state parks, national parks, or RV parks, for sure. Now in a car, you can stay a little cheaper. You go to Walmart every now and then, but still, even then, you get what you pay for at Walmart. If it's a busy Walmart, they're open 24 hours a day. You may not get hardly any sleep at all. Trucks coming in and out, people milling around by your car or whatever, or your vehicle. You just don't rest that easy in some Walmart locations. There are some, like the one I was in the other night in Payson, Arizona. No problem at all. I just happened to get in the right spot, no traffic at all, slept good all night. Wonderful. I've done it at others, but I've also there was one I was in Colorado that I didn't sleep well at all because the trucks were just coming by all night long, seemed like. And people were honking horns and stuff. But be that as it may, for you guys that are thinking about full-time RVing, and no matter what type of unit, take a hard look at it, because all that glitters is not gold. And when you get into some of these places, particularly in this, quote, season, like in the southern part of the U.S. in the winter and the northern part in the summers, you're going to find these places are very crowded. I mean, very crowded. And the groceries are going to be more expensive. Everywhere you go there's going to be a lot of people. If you want to go see the national parks and the sites like Grand Canyon or Yosemite and all the others, you're going to fall backwards when you come over a hill and you see a line of cars about 5 miles long, and you're the last one, and there's more lining up behind you. People are getting out of the cars because they've been sitting there so long. So there's just a lot of things. In your mind, you see this adventure, and you've got this neat little house on wheels, and everything is going to be peace and harmony. And what I'm telling you is, check it out before you do it, because you can have peace and harmony at home too. And you can take some very neat vacations. You can rent a place in Taos. You can rent a place somewhere and stay by the month. That's always an option. And then you don't have to own a motorhome or anything. Okay? You can stay in a rent house for $800 to $1,000 a month, and you might be able to get by an RV for half of that, maybe, and then you got that RV for the rest of the year. But anyway, guys, I just had to say that. And for me, I think it's going to be 3 or 4 or 5 days. I'll be heading back to my casa. And then will I go again? Sure. I don't know when, though. Don't know when. But anyway, just wanted to talk to somebody. So thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, bye USA, mate when you can. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Relieve stress. Drink plenty of water. And maybe you'll be around when I get ready to take another trip, even though I'm not finished with this one yet. Living in my Prius. Ain't life grand? Anyway, guys, adios. Bye-bye.